Laszlo in Hungary writes to me and he says, "Hey Paul, what's your opinion about active subwoofers, or a pair of active subwoofers, with a good quality pair of satellite speakers as opposed to a pair of bulky speakers of similar frequency range?" Okay, but I'm guessing that Laszlo is thinking bulky speakers are floor standards. So I got a couple of opinions, and I've shared these before. One of them is that I think it's important to recognize that a satellite speaker is the same floor area as a full range speaker. So if you just take a box like this and you extend the box down to the floor, where the stand usually is, you've taken up no more floor space. So that's one of my objections to small speakers, unless you're putting them in the bookshelf, you're putting them on a table, that makes kind of sense. But if you are taking satellite speakers and putting them on stands, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, personal opinions aside, I know people still want to do it. We have hey, and don't feel too bad. In my house, I've got stands and satellite speakers because that's what my wife wants. And what my wife wants in the living room is what my wife gets. Period. End of story. Terry gets what she wants. So, and my opinion really doesn't count. Let's just be very clear about that. And I'm okay with that. So, in my system, I've got exactly what you described. I've got a pair of KEF LS50s on KEF stands and a pair of the cute little KEF subwoofers. And I originally had a 10-inch REL, which was my personal favorite, but my lovely wife, Terry, decided that the KEF subwoofer with opposing woofers on the side was much more attractive, and she could hear no difference, so that's what we went with. And it sounds great. It truly sounds great. So I got no room to talk. I do think that properly set up, that can be a heck of a good system. Well, I know it can, because that's what I have at my house. And, you know, I'm able to tow them in just a little bit. I'm able to pull them out from the front wall. I'm able to set the subs up where they work best. So, and she's fine with all that. I mean, she wants the good sound, and she appreciates all that. And, you know, I want it so when I crank that sucker up, if we're hitting a particularly good, like we bring all the octave recordings home, and we were just playing one of the octave Audiophile Masters 4, which is a terrific piece. The variety on that's amazing. I love those. And all of a sudden you hear one and go, wow, and you crank it up, right? Crank it up, because that's what we do. And it just sounded great. It just filled the room, it imaged, and then when we were done, we cranked it back down. And that works great. So if you're in a position to where, for whatever reason, satellites and subs are more appealing to you, then by all means go for them. If I live as a bachelor, and, you know, which I have no intention of doing, I would pick floor standing speakers and subs. But life is what it is. Okay. Thanks for the question. Talk to you tomorrow.